I feel great. I honestly feel like if were it not for needing health insurance, I could probably retire in the next 5 years and be very comfortable. I've got other assets at my current employer that are certainly helping with that, but the bulk of what we've got, rests with Dan. It's shaping up quite nicely. So I feel really good about where we are. Hi, I'm Brian Evans. I am a marketing director for a major international pharmaceutical company. Course of a number of different job changes over the years. I had this trail of lingering 401ks that I had left behind at other companies and wanted to get everything rolled over and consolidated with one financial planner. So decided to give Dan Casey the business and been really happy with the decision. The concerns were twofold. One, as I moved from company to company, worried about stuff getting lost and forgotten about. So I wanted to constantly be able to have a place where I could consolidate the wealth that I've been accumulating over all these different various 401k packages at different organizations. I am not a markets kind of guy. I don't follow the markets. I don't really pay much attention at all. I wanted someone that I could trust, that I could give the money to and would get me a good rate of return so that when the time comes to retire, all the ducks are in a row and everything I need is there to make sure that happens. I'm inherently skeptical of people and their motivation sometimes. To be like, I don't know who any of these people are. I don't know who I can trust, who I can't. Over the course of the years that we've been working with Dan, we've done various check-ins over time, and he's made some strong recommendations in terms of things that we should be doing different, acknowledge things that we're doing well, but definitely helped us to redirect a couple of our assets to some different spots to make a more meaningful return from them than where we had them prior to the discussions. Dan's legitimately looking out for us to do well so that we can achieve the goals that we've got. And he recognizes that his style suits what we're looking for in a relationship with a financial planner, put it that way. For me, the big thing, totally honestly, has been when you watch the news and you hear about economic indicators and things are going to go sideways, it's going to be a bad time for the markets and this and that. To be honest with you, the only time I really pay attention to the account that I've got with Dan is when the monthly statement comes. I tear the envelope open, I look at the return, and I'm like, okay, great. We had a nice return. We just hit a major milestone, I think around about a year ago. And I feel like he's done a nice job of anticipating economic uncertainty and putting me in positions to help minimize that so that I didn't take big hits in the market during those times. So that's something I really appreciate. I would start by sharing my experiences and just explain how we got involved with Panic Proof in the first place, the type of gains that we've seen since we've had our money with them compared to where it was before, their flexibility. And like one of the things I really value is when I'm doing business with someone, are they the type of person or organization that tries to do business with me the way I like to have it done and flex to meet my style, or are they going to ask me to flex to suit theirs? Panic Proof and Dan Casey, they're not that way. They're very flexible in terms of how the interactions take place with them, what type of advice you can get from them. So if you want a deep dive into your finances and you really want to go through it with a fine tooth comb, they're there to do it. If you want to give them money and say, make this grow, then they can do that too. Wealth management and personal finance like this, especially if you're not predisposed to have an interest in it, can be very, very complex, intimidating, frustrating. And Panic Proof and Dan Casey, the thing I value most is they've simplified the process for me.